check out these grips. I mean, is that some snazzy grips or what? But you know, it did get me to thinking, what kind of accessories stand the test of time? Well, stick around. That's what we're going to talk about today. Well, hello again, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, like I say, I started when I got these grips. Number one, I'll bet you I spent 2 days trying to decide. I've got some. I got to turn down the music. I have some classical guitar playing in my ear here, but I bet you I spent 2 days trying to decide, should I get the ones with red trim or get the red ones? Or maybe not the red ones at all, maybe yellow, because that matches the front of the bike. Oh, I'll tell you, as I get older, I'm getting more and more like that. It used to be I just never worried about those kind of things. If it worked, great, I get it. If it doesn't work, just leave it alone. But you know, it really got me thinking, hey, what accessories really stand the time test and pass it? You know, everybody out there doing reviews, usually you do a review when you just get something. I do too. You know, I'm like everybody else, so we're all the same. But there are some accessories that after a couple thousand miles, I'm still using. And I would get again if I set up a new bike. I'm not talking about the Bafang motor and the battery and shift sensor or anything like that. I'm talking about the accessories that you have to put on every single bike, you know, just to kind of personalize it. And what accessories would that be for me? Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and stop right here. Let's go ahead and take a look. I guess first up on this list would be this Rockbros Bag. I think I got that the first week I got the first bike, and I have switched it back and forth between my bikes. Anytime I'm going to take a longer ride, it stays on this bike, but if I want to take the fat tire out for a longer ride, it goes on it. Matter of fact, I'm even thinking I'm going to buy another one. That thing has over 2,000 miles on it, I'm sure. And man, it's like brand new. I keep a chain in here, some rags, some zip ties, and my tools. This is the charger for my phone. And if we do get hit with some rain, well, I can pop my phone into there. I can still use the touch screen through there. That is a great accessory. What else have we got? Well, we've got our Cloud 9 seat and our Zoom suspension post. The suspension post, I'm not sure how much I actually use that, but the Cloud 9 seat, I use it quite a bit. Now, as summer comes in, I'll put my smaller seat on there, and I do that because I'm going to be doing more off of the, you know, basically off-road stuff where I'm standing and setting a lot, and it's just easier to stand and set a lot in something like that. You know, that's a pretty snazzy looking bike, I gotta tell you. It looks good. What else? My TE Rich lights up here. I love them because I do ride at night through the summer, and I use 2 of them, and the stock Bafang light is underneath here, and I might even tap a few more onto here at times. But I didn't get these as soon as I got the bike, but I did get them. I got their first generation of that, and I loved it, but I couldn't get another one. And as soon as this one came out, I got another one, and and then I got a second one because it didn't exactly match, and that's that part of me that yeah, looking for style. What else have we got? my Accmor bell here, that has been on basically since we went to Morgantown. That's been close to a year ago. The one that I had on here, it got ripped up under the cover while we were transporting, so I got, I think, one more that was kind of junky and I threw it away, and got this one, and it has lasted well. What else? My GoPro mount here. This is actually, my case goes right to here. I'm trying to make sure I'm bending down there enough. I hope you guys can see this. This comes out good. But this thing is great for when I've got the camera attached to the bike. It just doesn't move. It gives a really good a perspective that I really like. Not quite as much as the chest, but it doesn't do things like, oh, I don't know if you watched the last few videos, let me go 7 or 8 miles and have the lens cap on. What else have we got that really takes the test of time? Here we got the mirror here, Santus mirror. I've got one of these on this bike and one on my fat tire bike, and I love them. I just don't see any reason to have any other way of seeing behind me, because this is kind of unobstructive. When I get into the really tight woods trails, I can take this and bring it on in, and that's not troublesome to me. It's not adding. You can see we got it in like that. It's not a big deal to me, and it gets out of the way of the trees. I had one of them big old Harley Davidson mirrors on here at one point, and I wasn't too crazy about it. You know, if I want to ride a motorcycle, I'll go buy a motorcycle. Me personally, I didn't like that mirror sticking up here like that, and you get a little bit of vibration going on it if you're on gravel, and so it wasn't quite as easy to see through there. What else have we got? Well, we've got the first generation of these lights. I'll show you that when I get home. I think it's on the other bike, but we've also got Michele's bag. She has had that since very early when she had her Schwinn bike, and it has went with her everywhere. She doesn't even take it off when we transport the bikes. It just kind of hangs on there, so that's a good one. I will show you that when I get back as well. Oh, what else? I think that's going to about wrap it up for these accessories. But hey, what's the accessories that you guys use that you just would not do without? You know, and I could say things like, I really like this Pacico phone mount. I even have decided it's better than the one I built myself. I like these fenders that I put on here. I only put the back one on because that's the only one, but they've not been able to stand the test of time yet. I'm not saying they won't. Here's another one that I would put on any mountain bike that I bought, is a stem riser right here. It's carbon fiber, and it raises me up right at about 3 inches, maybe about 2.5 inches, and that puts me in a little bit more of an upright position rather than that aggressive mountain bike position. So that would be a definite keeper. I think I'm gonna head back. You know, I really should have put a jacket on. It's getting kind of a little on the late side here, and it's cooling off right well too. But that's the accessories that if I were to make get another bike, that's the accessories that I would put on it. So we've got the bell, absolutely, the mirror, absolutely. The grips, I really do like these grips, but again, they have not stood the test of time yet. If it was a mountain bike, I would put a stem riser like this one that I've got right here. I like that it just raises me up. It's still, I can still be in an aggressive stance off the road as aggressive as I get off the road. Let's put it that way. Let's not get too ridiculous there. I'm not going to get too aggressive anymore. My camera mount, my lights, I think the bell I'd already mentioned, and my seat and this top tube bag from Rockbros. That would go on absolutely any bike that I got. If I were to go out and buy a new bike, right from the get-go, these things are going to go on to it. I'll be looking at Amazon that night. But what about you? What's the accessories that you just got to have? You got to have, and you know you got to have them because they've stood the test of time. You know, we're not looking for something that we've only used for a month or so. We're looking for something that really we've been using for quite some time. Put that down in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys are kind of really fired up about, you know, accessory wise. I might find some accessories there because I'm going to go check them out now. You better believe it. And see if, hey, is that something that I'd like to have too? And these things here, I will toss a link down there for all of them. And some of them may not still be available, but I'm sure some of them are. I think these lights, they're going to come out with a new generation again. So I think they're not available right now, but yeah, we'll put a link down in there. So what else is going on? Well, they plowed in the internet cable to the box down by my house today. So it appears as though Spectrum is very serious about putting getting us on Spectrum for the internet plan, which is great because I gotta tell you, mine is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. It's getting pathetically slow, and so I just don't think it can be any worse than what it is right now. So a few days maybe we'll have that taken care of. Like I say, they went ahead and plowed it down to the box that's within 500 foot of my house. And you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transport back to the house, and I'll show you Michelle's bag and that first generation of this light. Then I'm going to transport right back to here. And that is really cool the way I'm able to do that, because just like that. All right, so let's go take a little peek at Michelle's bag. I can't even recall what kind it is right now. Hey, let's stop right there. That is a, she loves her rad. This is a Lixada. But I gotta tell you, man, that thing sets on her bike the whole time. When we're strapped to the back of the car, it's on there. So it's just always there. And then of course, we've got our TE Rich light here on the Fat Tire bike. It just clips on and off. These are rechargeable. I was out on this a little bit earlier today. Well, I can't reach it. Well, let me just turn it down there a little bit. There. Helps if you reach it. But these lights are really bright, and I just really like them. Of course, my mirror's on that bike as well. And these are the lights that come with the TE Rich light. I forgot to mention them earlier. We'll have that one as well. All right, time to get back out onto the road. We've transported here long enough, so here we go. I just can't believe the way that actually works. I never thought it would work. Somebody told me to try it. There, as you can see, it works. But hey, that's going to do it for today, friends. Till next time, this Southern E-Bike can tell you, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we're out.